Y'all, June, she was in bloom. So I have a budding obsession with native flowers, and my relationship with them has blossomed because they are native pollinator plants that are providing essential food and also habitats for native bees and butterflies and hummingbirds, including, and y'all might not like this, other insects like wasps and yellow jackets. Listen, I know yellow jackets are savage and they are very important for our ecosystem. As much as I'm not buzzing to say it, it's true. We need to support our pollinators because they are responsible for 1 out of every 3 bites of food. You heard me. 1 out of every 3 bites of food that we take each and every day. And this is because they facilitate the reproduction of native plants by transferring pollen, which is needed for the growth of fruits, vegetables, nuts, and seeds. For example, blueberry pollen is particularly sticky and heavy, and we need animal pollinators to transfer it from flower to flower. Without pollinators, y'all, global food systems would face severe disruptions, leading to reduced crop yields, higher food prices, and this economy. And potentially shortages of so many nutritious foods. So I'm gonna need y'all to help me love on our pollinators. Let's do our homework together because I like to eat and I know you do too. Hello, I'm Libba Moore from Charlotte Thrives. Oh my God, what is going on with my collar? Y'all did not tell me. No one said anything. Hold please. Hello, I'm Libba Moore. I am blooming with joy to tell y'all about happenings in my garden, specifically with 4 native flowering plants. Also, please hang out until the end because there is one resource if you're a Charlotte resident or in the surrounding area that you've got to have on your radar. It's especially helpful if you are a baby beginner gardener and you're just getting used to your green thumb. It is brand new. I'm gonna give you a sneak peek of it. Okay, June, she was in bloom, and here are the top 4 native flowers that I would recommend to any beginner gardener. So I've been growing echinacea, bee balm, black-eyed Susans, and milkweed. These indigenous flowers are a reliable food source and habitat that supports healthy pollinator populations. Those pollinators then provide pollination services to both wild plants and many crops people eat, making native flowers an important part of healthy ecosystems and agriculture. So the first girly that is up to the stage is echinacea. Also known as coneflower, she is resilient and drought tolerant, and wildly the whole flower is edible. Indigenous peoples of North America used echinacea for a variety of ailments, including wounds, sore throats, toothaches, and infections. Today, echinacea is commonly used in teas and tinctures and capsules as an herbal remedy to support the immune system. Next up is bee balm. I'm about to let you in on a secret. Okay, it's not really a secret, but it feels like a secret because I'm whispering. If you want hummingbirds visiting your garden from June through September, plant some bee balm. These gorgeous flowers are absolute pollinator magnets, especially for hummingbirds, bees, and butterflies. Bee balm grows best in full sun with plenty of air circulation, which helps prevent powdery mildew. This is where I learned a lesson the hard way. 2 springs ago, I planted my bee balm way too close to each other. The lack of airflow led to a serious powdery mildew outbreak, and although they survived last summer, this summer I had to cut back every stem because the entire patch was diseased. The good news, bee balm is incredibly resilient because it spreads through underground rhizomes, aka rootstocks, that grow horizontal and parallel to the soil surface. And then they are shooting out new nodes, which become new flowers, and they spread so fast. And even after everything above ground was wiped out, those rhizomes were still alive. I already have new shoots that are starting to pop through the soil surface. So make sure before you put things in the ground to do your research and learn how much space your plants are going to need, and give them room to breathe, along with knowing when to divide up clumps of flowers or any plant to keep them from becoming overcrowded. Your bee balm and the hummingbirds, they will thank you. All right, next. Black-eyed Susans, you're up. Black-eyed Susans generally bloom from June to September. They're often blanketing open fields with their golden yellow beauty. The black eye of a black-eyed Susan refers to the dark brown center of their daisy-like flower heads. And last but not least, we have one more flower to discuss, and this one is especially special. The monarch butterfly relies on a single group of plants for reproduction, and this plant is milkweed. Although monarchs feed on the nectar of many flowers, they lay their eggs only on certain types of milkweed plants. It is the only plant their caterpillars can eat. Milkweed also contains toxic chemicals that caterpillars ingest, making them poisonous and unappetizing to predators. So by planting milkweed, you're gonna help the monarchs. All 4 of these flowers are perennials, meaning they will come back year after year. Listen, I will be the first person to tell you that gardening can be expensive. And that's another reason why I love perennials, because they last way longer than annual flowers, living for multiple years, getting more bang for your buck. They also have deeper root systems and they don't need to be watered as frequently. Perennials and annuals, they each have their advantages. But if your goal is to support pollinators and create a low maintenance garden, perennials are often the better long-term choice. Okay, so I hope you're finding this video helpful. And also, I loved making documentary films. I love filming. I love documenting my life. I love putting these stories together. I love doing things like this and creating educational content. But also I value in-person connection. That's why I also host events. I am so over the moon to tell y'all that there is an amazing space and an amazing resource in Charlotte where you can learn more about pollinator plants, etc. Tuckaseegee Arboretum and Gardens. Please enter the chat. Also known as TAG, the Tuckaseegee Arboretum and Gardens are located on the grounds of the City of Charlotte's Landscape Management at 701 Tuckaseegee Road. This space provides a beautiful, peaceful space to learn, discover, get inspired, and take a break from the adjacent urban landscape. TAG is home to a wide variety of native and adapted woody shrubs and trees, a pollinator garden, and several urban landscape demonstration gardens. TAG is open to the public and free of charge. That's right, para gratis. It's for free. And if you would like to schedule a tour, please contact their program coordinator, Nastasha Warren. I will leave her information here, and I'll also leave it in the notes below. Thank you so much for watching and letting me nerd out about indigenous native flowers. Until next time. Mwah.